Good morning, and welcome back to Saturday Morning Switch, numero 20. While I usually try to do these monthly recaps after said month has ended, I would love for this week's episode to be the test punch. Well, I record these on Friday, and while I could just about manage Splatoon 2's global test fire as it had a session on Friday evening, ARMS doesn't go live until 1 in the morning and I like to sleep. So this week, it's a May recap. Next week it's test punch, then a fortnight of E3, and after that, who knows what the future holds. But that's then. For now, let's ground ourselves firmly in the present. The tide of Neo Geo classics continues, with 4 more offerings to sate your retro needs. Blazing Star is a horizontal shooter giving you 6 different ships to try and blast for your enemies with, and offers 2-player action as well. Garrow, Mark of the Wolves is another fighting game in the Fatal Fury series. Alternatively, you could pick up another KOF title in the King of Fighters 99. Or if you prefer your fighting games not tied to major franchises, why not try Galaxy Fight Universal Warriors? And if you're starting to notice a genre pattern here, welcome to the Neo Geo. Each of these titles is priced at £6.29, like the rest of the ACCA Neo Geo range. May's also seen a couple of musical themed games for the Switch. Firstly, there's Thumper, a rhythm violence game which looks like audio surf on drugs. Despite looking simple in the trailers, the game requires a manic alertness to be able to guide yourself around the track and obstacles. While the lack of custom music will alienate some, as will the lack of VR support on the Switch version for others, if you want to play this title on the move, the £15.99 Switch version is your best bet. The second, and entirely different, music game is Dark Witch music episode Rudymical. The spin-off of a Wii franchise even I've never heard of, this asks you to counter enemy attacks to the beat until you stand victorious. I do like the way it uses 4 buttons to either jump or counter attacks from the various angles, but there's not a whole lot of replayability, even with co-op and versus modes. Then again, at £6.99, it's fairly cheap compared to its main rival, Vose, which clocks in at £18.99, though I know many would argue it's worth every penny of that. From obscure Wii franchise to one of the epitomes of Western culture in NBA Playgrounds. This isn't a serious basketball game though, reminding me more of NBA Street than anything else. There's 2-on-2 matches aplenty with deformed caricatures of presumably famous b-ballers. Spoilers, I don't watch basketball. And the game offers the selection of tournaments, quick matches and multiplayer you'd expect, including online gameplay. At £17.99, it is one of the steeper digital offers. Then there's TumbleSeed, the Roly Roguelike, which is yours for £11.99. I like this title both for its simplicity and astonishing depth. You roll a seed back and forth on a plank, moving ever upward as you navigate treacherous mountainsides. Emphasis on treacherous, with one quote from the developers saying they don't reckon anyone will conquer all 5 levels within a week of owning the game. It looks fun, but if you're not one for ultra hard, maybe give this a miss. Now a game that needs no introduction. Available on eShop right now and coming to retail in the near future, Minecraft. This version also contains all the Mario bonus content from the Wii U version, as well as the few Switch games to offer additional DLC content currently. What's more, the £19.99 price point is good value for money considering just how utterly engrossing it is. Plus this is the best way to play Minecraft on the move right now if you want to keep little ones occupied on those long journeys. From quasi-retail to actually retail, these next 2 both came out yesterday as this goes live. Disgaea 5 Complete, the king of the strategy RPG genre, brings the PS4 title plus all its DLC to the Switch in one complete package. What the game lacks in cutting edge visuals, it makes up for in content, offering hundreds of hours for those willing to put the time in. Control your minions, deal apocalyptic attacks, and cringe/laugh at the very Japanese antics of its cast. Now if you're unsure on whether to part with £49.99 for it, there's even a demo on the eShop to help make your mind up. It's pretty good, dude. Kill me. Our other retail title comes from Capcom in the form of Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers. At £34.99, this title sits in an awkward position, as while most agree it offers the definitive version of the Street Fighter 2 experience, using the improved remix visuals but sticking to the gameplay model of the original, the additions are more than a little lightweight, including a wank first-person mode that feels like a throwaway Wii title from a decade ago. Still, you do get a rare art book on the cart, and some will be able to justify busting Street Fighter 2 out anywhere, anytime, as reason enough. Capcom has claimed this game would make or break their Switch support, but then immediately announced Monster Hunter XX for the system. Go figure. Which leaves us with the 2 releases going live in the next few days. Astro Duel Deluxe launches on the 30th for £12.59 and offers up to 6-player action in a competitive shmup where you shoot everything that moves, friend or foe. Personally, I feel the retro art looks kinda bleh, especially in a world where Geometry Wars exists, but if you and your friends want to shmup it up, this could be worth a look. And finally, available to download now, the ARMS Global Test Punch. in British Standard Time. Play sessions are on 1am to 2am, 1pm to 2pm, and 7pm to 8pm, both this weekend and next. It's free, it looks like it'll be fun, and well, there's no real reason not to give it a try. I'll be covering my experiences with it next week if you need more convincing though, so look forward to that. And that wraps up the main lineup. Another 13 titles that cover a nice assortment of genres. Whether you want to pick one up or save that money for mega hit Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which I unironically think sounds pretty cool, is up to you. For now though, our focus shifts to ARMS and the Test Punch and the countdown to E3. And if all that sounds like stuff you want to see, then don't forget to click subscribe to know the moment new episodes of Saturday Morning Switch go live. And if you want to like or comment on this video, that'd be swell too. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time.